Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to Adventures of the Broken Retired. Really do appreciate you being here. Myself, Don, and my old buddy Elmer the Reckless Remote have had a Sherlock Holmes moment this morning. I've already made a short video about this, which I haven't posted yet because I'm not sure really. You'll see. You'll see. I've been watching this YouTube thing very, very closely. And in the first month, I went from not existing on YouTube at all to 2,445 subscribers in about a month, a little less than a month. It was really an incredible ride. I mean, it's been crazy. It's been phenomenal. It's been enjoyable. It's been humbling. It's been honorable. I feel a great honor that people would be interested in what I'm doing here. So thank everybody. Thank all of y'all very, very much. But I want to go back a little bit. My subscribership got up to 2,445, and then it slowly started ticking backwards. 43, 2,442, 2,440. And as it's clicking backwards, it's down to 2,430, which is still an unbelievably wonderful amount. And trust me, I am not in any way, shape, or form complaining. What I'm doing is going crazy trying to figure out what I did to make that happen. And then this morning I came across something very interesting. You know, as I've said before, in previous videos, it was a little while back, it started going backwards, and my stepdaughter Molly said, well, YouTube is going through getting rid of some bots, and so you probably had some bots in there. They're getting erased, and that's perfectly fine. I understand it. Like I said, I'm not complaining here at all. What I'm doing here is just trying to figure it out, because for some reason, I can't just accept that, okay, they're pulling bots out constantly for the last period of time, whatever it's been, 4 or 5 days or something. I don't know. It's so random that pulling out bots makes absolute total sense, because as I go through the analytics page, it shows where subscribers were gained and lost. And it's real random, real hit and miss. So I can't say, if I'd have posted a video and lost 15 subscribers on that one video, I would have said, aha, there it is. I screwed up. I said something, and I would review that video a million times and make sure that I never made that mistake again, because I don't like to make mistakes. I know everybody makes mistakes. I know all of that. And if you make a mistake, that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. But it doesn't mean that my making a mistake is acceptable. So I hold myself to a totally different standard, I guess. I have to, because of whatever in my brain, I have to figure out what happened. So I stumbled across something this morning that may answer that. And the reason that I'm bringing this up, this is not strictly self-serving. Obviously, it's because in some ways it is self-serving, because what I want to do is I want to make sure that I correct whatever I've done to make the subscribership go backwards. I realize it's only 15 out of 2,445, which is minuscule, but that's not the point. The point of it is that it's happening, and you lose. If I lose one, I want to know why. So this morning I stumbled across something, and this will do good, not only hopefully for me, but that's not even half of that's only 1/3 of it. The other part of it is it may very well help you, the viewer, and it's going to help other YouTubers. I'm a YouTuber. I'm sorry. I got to interrupt myself here. You know what I realized yesterday? And how stupid do you have to be I just realized this yesterday. I don't even like to say it. I am, I'm having a hard time getting it out. I, I, I realized yesterday that I can't get myself to say it. I realized yesterday that I am a senior citizen. Doesn't really impress me a whole lot, but that's just a side. That's a side note. I have a hard time to even say that, even think it. Anyway, let me get back to the task at hand here, subject at hand. I've got to figure out what's going on because I've got to make myself, I got to understand. You know, it's got to make sense to me. It's kind of like the 4 steering wheels that I talked about in the 4-wheel drive. When I asked my dad how many wheel drive his car was, I was a little kid. You know, I still had that problem of I have to work it out in my head. So this morning, I'm sitting here doing whatever. I'm answering comments and doing that. And for the fun of it, to chill a little bit, and while I had my breakfast, I thought, I'll bring up some videos that other people have done that I enjoy watching. This one happened to be Destination Adventure. I went to bring it up. And I brought it up on the screen, and I'm watching it, and I realized that the screen had prompted me to subscribe to his channel. Well, I've been a subscriber to his channel for a long time. So I just ignored it. And then I remembered a couple of weeks, I've been watching YouTube a lot, trying to learn as much as I can, because I thought to myself, at first I thought to myself, oh, what a great way to make money. Then I started checking into it more and realized that these guys that were making money at it had channels that had been around for 10 or 15 years. They had hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Their videos were getting hundreds of thousands of views. Chances of me living long enough, really, truly, chances of me living long enough to make money at this was pretty slim, but it would be fun to do. And if I do it, I want to do it right. So I'm watching and I'm learning it as I'm going. And about a month or so ago, when you bring YouTube up on your screen, on the left-hand side of the screen, it has a list of stuff. And one of those things in the list of stuff is all the channels you're subscribed to. Well, probably a couple of weeks, maybe a month before I started my own channel, that list of subscriptions, that list of subscribers went away, and I couldn't find it. And also the pictures, the thumbnails on my computer screen got bigger. So instead of the screen showing, 30 thumbnails of videos available for me to watch, it would only show 6. So I thought, well, YouTube must have reformatted, and I remember who I'm subscribed to, so it doesn't really make that much difference if I can't see the list. So no big deal, didn't worry about it. Then, like I said, this morning I'm watching Destination Adventure, and it prompted me to subscribe. And I thought, well, I'm already subscribed to his channel. I don't have to do that. I'm already subscribed. And then I thought about, wait a minute. If I'm already subscribed to his channel, why is it prompting me to do so? So I checked, and I wasn't subscribed to his channel. So I went to some other channels that I was subscribed to, and I wasn't subscribed to any channel, which means that I was a subscriber to about probably 20 channels. And that means that every channel that I was a subscriber to had lost one subscriber, me. And if it's doing it to me, if it erased all of my subscriptions, then I obviously I'm not the only one. I wasn't picked out because they don't like fat old bald guys. It chose me, so I'm sure that it chose other people. So these guys that have these other channels had lost subscribers as well. Now, I haven't heard anybody talk about this on screen. They may not have noticed it, because when you have 345,000 subscribers, you might not notice that you lose 50 or 100. It's a minuscule percentage, but you don't know, right? So I'm thinking the reason that the subscribers has gone down is because whatever happened to me has happened to erase all my subscriptions, Hang on a second. Pardon the interruption there. Whatever happened to me has happened to other people. And other guys, maybe they haven't noticed it because their numbers are so high. I haven't heard anybody talk about this, haven't heard this mentioned. So I'm going to suggest this. If you're subscribed to any channel, not just mine, because this is not strictly a self-serving thing. If you're subscribed to any channel, look and see which ones you may or may not be subscribed to that you thought you were. Because evidently something changes at some period. I don't know what. But all of my subscriptions had been erased. I was unsubscribed from every channel that I was subscribed to. So I find that interesting. Take a look. Let me know in the comments if you would, please. I'd like to kind of track this if I can. Let me know in the comments what you found when you looked in your subscriptions to see if you'd been unknowingly booted off of some. Because I'm real curious. This has me extremely curious as to why this is happening. It's a question I have to answer. It'll be on my mind, flying around in that empty room in my head forever until I figure out exactly what's going on. If I'm making a mistake, if I identify the mistake, I can correct it. If I'm looking for a mistake I haven't made, I'm not going to find it. I'm going to look for it forever, but it doesn't exist. So this is very difficult for me to work out. It would help me tremendously if you would follow through, check to see who you're subscribed to. Let me know if you've lost any or not, just so that it answers my questions of what's going on. What I'm trying to do here is better serve you and to better serve everybody. Like I said, it's not strictly self-serving. If you're no longer subscribed to channels you thought you were, you're going to miss out on something that those channels have to offer. And the people who are the YouTubers that are losing the subscriptions are going to have subscriptions lost that they didn't deserve to lose. They weren't lost because the viewer decided they didn't like it anymore. All right, that's my spiel for today. I'll probably make another video that's about something a little more interesting. And I'm going to be 13 minutes here in just a minute. So I'm going to say this. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the comments. Thank you so much for all of the wonderful things that have happened in my life in the last month, because I've really enjoyed this. I've really enjoyed this YouTube thing. All right, Elmer, how many clicks are you going to take to get us out of here today? And you see, that was 2 clicks. It didn't work. So we're going to try